You got me doing it, and now everybody can hear the taps.
I thought you was gonna do it before, but
You told me to do it in the last second.
no, I know.
So how did you think I was gonna do it before?
No, I just
Good
thought
morning,
I thought
y'all.
we was gonna have enough time. But anyway. Good morning. Welcome to another Love Brew podcast episode. I'm your host Tommy T.
I'm Artika.
And Artika's with me.
And who are you? What's your name? Okay. He
Quad is
had a little
Quad
bit
is
of
having technical difficulties this morning.
he fell and hurt himself, and now he don't want to go and do anything but sit in my lap.
He's pushed every button on this mixer, and I didn't think about that.
It's his mixer now, punk.
No, it ain't.
Good morning,
He ain't put no
Sharon.
money on this. Good morning, Sharon.
You say good
Um,
morning. No. You sad?
he really like, man, I am not with this today.
He said he's
It's
sad.
like, no, man, no, you can't get nothing,
Oh.
Nathan. Um, not a lot of stuff happened this week pertaining to
stuff,
like,
stuff we care about.
right. Not a lot of stuff we care to talk about happened this week. Um, but I can say it has been an interesting week
Okay.
with the things that's been going on. Did you add more to the
Nope.
just what I had?
I put the date. I started doing stuff, and then I got distracted. Then I
Oh,
looked back, and you had added a couple of
I
things.
don't have it on here.
I'm sure you do.
I
It's
ain't,
the exact same file. Let me see your phone. Let me,
hold on.
now
Yeah.
Tommy's having technical difficulties.
No. But anyway, um, yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
okay. Man, you ain't put nothing in there.
What part of I didn't put anything didn't you understand?
I thought you was like joking or something.
I don't know
Anyway,
why you thought that.
I don't either. What happened this week? So this week I actually I pulled the All Star move at my company's event. I took photos and DJ the event. That was a cool experience for me. The biggest thing was hearing people say, "Hey, man, I really enjoyed the music." that man. Nah, but people was like, they really enjoyed the music, and I was like, man, this is the blackest corporate event I've ever been to. Appreciate it. Quad is really upset about that. She lost it. Well, we knew it was coming. She told him enough.
And then she just told him to get out.
No, she told him to chill out.
Oh, chill out. I thought she
Yeah.
said get out.
Nah, she told him to chill out. Chill out.
She's in her room looking like a mom of 30, laying on her bed, watching a video on her laptop.
Yeah. Um, I'm trying to share something.
Anywho,
It ain't working well for me.
go on finish because you get very distracted
Yeah. No, but
by yourself.
yeah. Cause you don't add to my conversation.
Anywho, Tommy was talking about DJing. He had mandatory fun at work. Um, I didn't really do anything this week. Um, Lily still don't know how. Got a perfect attendance certificate for the month of August at school. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure she missed the day, but
Yeah.
whatever. And Quad's just been quadding around.
Yeah. Very eventful this week, which is a good thing, I think.
Yeah.
Good morning, high vibe. You early.
Yeah, it's been an uneventful week, and I have been particularly okay with having an uneventful week.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of time this week researching a trip that we're not taking anytime soon. Actually, three trips.
Morning, cousin.
Tommy wants to go to Greece, and I keep looking at ways to go to Greece and how to do so efficiently. Um, and from an economical standpoint.
Good
And the
morning, D
economical
Brown. I
standpoint,
really need a new stand.
you
I'm
do.
sorry.
And from the economical standpoint is the hard part because again, it's Greece. I'm listening on my morning walk trying to beat this heat. I need to get out and walk in the mornings, but it's difficult because when Lily leaves for school, I don't want to wake up quad and I can't leave the boy at home to go for a walk.
Yeah.
So,
Man, the funniest thing, man. So the annual event at the job, we had a kickball game.
mhm.
We did so much yelling and arguing with each other about the rules of the game. We only made it to two at bats or at kicks. I was like, good grief, man. Because we felt like the rules were changing and then the refs, they wasn't refing right.
I feel like
I didn't know the rules of kickball
I
or
feel like
baseball at
it's
that.
always something when it comes to playing games organized by adults
Mm-hmm.
because like it reminds me of the time me and my cousins played Uno in the hotel lobby
Yeah.
a few years ago. One of my cousins' daughters was graduating from high school,
I remember that.
and they of course were all coming in town for the graduation, but we live here, so um it was like, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that, and it's like, but like that was part of the rule. We established the rules when we started. I asked y'all, would this be cool?
Man, them rules gonna change. Them rules gonna change
Once you
to
start winning,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
rules
Oh, they
change.
change. They change. Uh I think that's the funny part about it. Is like when when you have very competitive people
Mhm.
and you see that a rule is a 50-50 shot that it's like, yeah, or it won't work in my favor or it will work in my favor, you try to bend it. And I think that's the funny part about it.
Mhm.
It's not fun at all because now you got to sit up here, argue your point, rather than just playing. But I had fun at the kickball, but that kickball kicked my butt because when I came home, all I wanted to do was lay down, man. But then I had two kids who was like, F that.
And Lily got so pissed off at you.
Man, I know it.
She came in there and she was like, I don't want dad to help me with my homework.
I'm sitting up there thinking to myself, man, thank God you sat up there and helped her with that because I didn't want to do it.
The worksheet part doesn't bother me. I just be like, write the sentence.
Yeah.
And it's because she gets mad at me when I erase letters.
Oh, she gets pissed at me.
I mean, it's the same
Yeah.
anger for both
Yeah.
of us, but I can only do so much of that with the worksheet and then have to do it again writing the sentence.
I be sitting there looking at it. I be like, man, you don't see this? I be
She
like,
needs
you
to
don't
do
see
some
what's wrong?
she need to do some worksheets today, matter of fact.
Man.
But
What she gonna do is that splash learn.
that's fine too. Um but she needs to write. Like
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying, the
Yeah.
worksheet. She needs to do some writing. Um I don't think it's anything else for these here children
Nah.
and the big kid.
Who?
You
Oh.
hurt himself playing kickball.
I didn't hurt myself. I was just tired.
Okay.
It's like that 37 snuck up on me. It's like, oh, okay. I am 37.
I know it every day.
It got so bad I had to remember, am I 37 or am I 38? That's how bad it got. I was like, am I about to be 38?
I'm saying my knee been bad all my 30s.
Nah, man.
So
It's just like
I
my.
literally thought about calling the doctor again to get a
Oh yeah.
another shot for my knee.
It's just really like just the constant moving part
Hmm.
for me, because I usually don't do that. Like if I play basketball regularly or some form of football regularly, I don't think I would have been like as tired as I was.
Hmm.
But it was all good. I had fun though. Now I gotta go through these pictures and edit those. I might try to do that this weekend.
My mom used to take those worksheets to work and Xerox them. Just when I thought I was done, old girl would whip out her copies. My mom went and bought we have one book that was inherited from my nephew because these be like 300-page books. And unless you're doing that as part of your like homeschool, kids never complete those during the like
Life.
age parameter
Yeah.
of that book. So she gave us one of my nephew's old books, and then she bought Lily a new book.
Yeah. And we got like 3 writing books for
Yeah,
Lily.
our next door neighbor gave her some books to practice writing. My mama bought her some other books to practice writing. So she's got all the tools. We just need to
And
use them.
it's gonna kill me the way that she writes her eyes. Cause she writes it with the like she don't put a heart, but it's like a big dot
It'll
over there.
eventually
I'll be
get
like,
smaller.
yeah, that kills me.
Why?
I have very neat handwriting.
She's 5.
I know, but it kills me. I always hated it when people like drew hearts for eyes and was very like big with their eyes. I was like, this is dumb. Just put a
Mhm.
dot and move on. Dot your I, cross your T's, move on.
I went through a heart over my eyes
Did you?
phase. Because I have an eye. I had an eye in each first, middle, and last.
Huh. Yeah.
So I went through a heart over the eye phase. I probably used to. I'm gonna go look through my permanent record. You know, when
Oh.
they give you your envelope at graduation with all your stuff in it.
I don't think I got mine.
I have mine. I found like my very first progress report.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask my mama, how did you get me to spell my name? Cause
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a long one.
I can see that being a challenge, man.
She actually taught
I laugh at how many times your name is spelled wrong or pronounced wrong.
pronounced wrong.
Pronounced wrong is
I
funny.
had a guy that I talked to literally at least once a week at work. He works for the corporate side of what I do. And this week he decided my name was Tamika.
Not fix the kids.
When I taught preschool, I had so many parents who would come in asking
You
me to
said
fix the
Tamika?
kids. Yeah, he kept calling me Tamika. He was like, "Hey Tamika, how you doing?"
Who called you that?
A guy working on the corporate side.
He just didn't see.
I called him and I said, "Hey, it's Artika." He was like, "Oh, hey, Tamika."
He just
And I talked to him at least once a week.
you never correct me.
This time, no.
Oh, okay.
He usually says Artika,
But he said Tamika this
but he
time.
said Tamika this week.
I don't know, man. That's just a
But
thing for me.
he's one of those people that um he needs all the details, even when they don't matter.
Yeah.
So I be trying to get off the phone with him anyways,
Mm-hmm.
because why do you need so many details?
Yeah.
It'll be like you'll just need to give him a name, an email, and a phone number, and
Yeah.
he'll be like, where they live, like what city and state. He'd be like,
It doesn't matter.
I told you who this needs to get
It
passed
doesn't
along to.
matter.
All those details don't matter. They can get that stuff from them. I'm giving you what you need. I believe he is south of the border. That's what I believe.
South of the border.
Yes.
Latino?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I had to look at my hand to see what palm persuasion.
YT.
Gotcha.
No, but I've never actually met him in person. That's the perks of a virtual job is you have to assume everything about everyone.
Everybody heard my Adam's apple at work.
You have to assume everything about everyone because you don't get to see anybody unless they are one of the people that goes and replaces their like team's icon with their actual face. And I'd be
Hmm.
like, I don't need y'all in my business like that. So no. I think like maybe 3 people at work know what I look like.
Yeah, that's funny. I think it's cool that people know who I am at work.
Last year, Tommy's Christmas party. He
Oh,
introduced me to everybody that work in the job. Half these people, he's like, that's Jim. I don't know what he does. Jim will come up and be like, oh, so you're Tommy's wife. I don't know what department Tommy works in.
right.
Yes.
I got you.
Okay, Dad's gonna go do it. I don't I don't know how it turned up loud because it wasn't that loud when I walked out. But no, I don't be wanting to cuss out people at work. I also know that he knows my name and I feel like he just be trying it some days and I don't have time for that. So I just don't be cussing people out at work. I only work part time first off. So I like to just come in, do my few hours and go ahead on home. Um, and the couple of people that know what I look like at work is because we have to work with each other outside of the parameters of the team's chat at work. Me and one guy um host events for the job. So we have to piggyback off of each other's schedule. So if he gets sick or has a sick kid or something like that during the actual events, I jump in for him and vice versa for me. So he knows what I look like, but there's only one other person other than him that I communicate with outside of work. If y'all can't tell, I am not the friendly one in my family. That's Tommy. And that's why when we were at his company picnic, it was just a whole lot of, oh, so you're Tommy's wife. Oh, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, Tommy literally knows everybody in this building from like HR all the way down. There was maybe only a handful of people that he couldn't tell me who they were. And some people he just didn't know their names, but he was like always around people. When she said, that's so mature. I've been in my job for 8 years and people will still spell my name wrong. I don't respond to those emails respectfully. The only time people communicate with me is like during teams and my name is in there. And so you kind of got to spell it right to even get a notification to me. And then also email. I was like, what else would they talk to me on? Email. And in email, usually, I know for me personally, I don't say like, hi, Dashana. I'll just be like, hi, comma, and start typing my message because most of the time when I'm sending emails, they're getting sent to multiple people because there's so many people at my job that do the same function on a team. And so when I'm sending out an email, I just want one of them to do it. I don't care which one does it. If I want one person to do it particularly, then I'll send a message in Teams directly. That's it. I'm done.
I ain't know what you was talking about.
Um, she was saying that people spell her name wrong in emails and she don't respond to those
Mhm.
respectfully.
It's a boy and a girl Tommy at my job, so
Oh, it
I
is.
always
And
have
she's
fun with that.
TOMMY as well.
I
TOMMI.
TOMI.
TOMI.
Yeah,
Got it.
to me. Um, something I thought was funny. I'm looking for
I
the
had thought about
article.
naming Lily Tommy.
Did you?
Hmm.
I never crossed my mind.
So I would only have to have one child.
Nope, never crossed my mind.
And surprise, surprise, we had to.
Yeah.
What were you about to say?
I was finna talk about Angel Reese and her boy, her next man preference. Mhm. I
I
don't know
I
how.
hadn't seen anything about
I
this.
don't, and the only reason I brought it up because um I don't meet the criteria.
You're not tall enough.
Right.
I knew it was a height requirement.
Yeah.
How tall is Angel Reese?
I ain't sure.
I'm looking it up now. She's 6'3".
All right, so Angel Reese is 6'3". She says uh her next ideal man has to be over 6'7". Cuts out a lot of people, and I'm wondering how she's going to determine how a person, how if a person is 6'5" versus 6'7".
Neither of my biological brothers would fit the criteria, but both of my stepbrothers would.
But it's funny, or I think about it like I wouldn't touch it at all.
No, one of my
I couldn't.
stepbrothers
I
would.
come to her collarbone.
No, they both would. One on 6'7", I think the other one 6'9".
Yeah, but it gets to a point where tall is tall, and it don't matter if you 11, 6'11", 6'8", 6'7". You tall.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't know why they be trying to dog us short people out, man.
Is that dogging people out for having a preference?
I mean, eliminating us from the criteria, we could be great people, which I think I'm a great. I think you.
Are you trying to holler at Angel
No,
Reese?
I'm not, but I'm just saying. I think you picked hit the jackpot. Which I wanted to ask you, or you like have it like? Does it come across like? Because most people talk about short people,
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, he's short. I don't really want to date because that was an issue,
Mm-hmm.
right? Being short isn't like I mean, it is what it is right now for
Obviously.
me. Like, would I've liked to been like 6 foot something? I don't know what life is like up there. I don't know how I would look, how I would feel, what I would do. I tell you this though, um, I would have more opportunities to go pro in the field in the sports that I played. In football, for example, they tend to be a little bit taller.
You would have needed to also be a little bit better.
I mean, that would have came.
Okay.
Um,
So what was the question you were asking me?
my question is it because for men, right? We look for pretty faces, nice bodies, and good character.
Okay.
A lot of times, women are, I want a tall, dark, and handsome.
Mhm.
Don't care about the character, or that's a second row thing. Character, finances usually is up there, but it's different criteria. But tall is always
Mhm.
there. Was there any type of disappointment when you was like, "Yep, this is gonna be my man," but he's short?
So you're
Like, do
the
you ever think about my height?
you're the second short person that I've dated. My very first boyfriend was short, and obviously my last boyfriend was
Yeah.
short. Um, and
Yes,
then
we are.
no, I take that back. The guy right before you was also short. Outside of that, everybody was like, 5'11" to like
Like,
6'2".
what height is short?
Well, okay. Anything shorter than me
Okay,
is
short.
short.
Yeah, I'm
I
taller than you.
I have a cousin who's shorter than me, and then he used to always try to like holler at my friends, and
Hmm.
I would be like, bro,
Yeah.
somebody's gonna tell you you must be this tall to ride this ride, because I don't even think he's 5 feet tall.
Yeah,
But he got
but is he a good
got a wife.
guy?
He cool.
Solid person?
Yeah, he married now.
Yeah,
Got a baby. All
yeah.
those things. Um,
Hey,
I never really thought about like what's considered short outside of shorter than me.
yeah,
Um, I know that granted, I'm auntie now,
yeah,
so my heels are not as high as they used to be.
yeah.
But when we first started dating, I'd be like, man, I can't wear the heels that I want to wear. You got a in your lock. I
Oh,
was trying to get
that's the last thing I think about.
that. What you mean?
That you wearing heels because you look taller than me.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but I very seldom wear heels
Yeah.
anyways. So again, it is what it is.
My thing is, I never wanted to look like the number 10 with my girl,
Okay.
but like I didn't care if
You
we,
or her being the zero.
yeah, but I didn't care about like the height
Hmm.
just because it's like
You've had a lot of girlfriends that are taller than
I've
you.
had a few.
Okay. I know of at
Um,
least one.
yeah. Um, But
It's
yeah,
somebody I never dated guys that were shorter than me. But I also never had a big like height thing.
yeah,
I never was like I hope she comes in. But my cousin Regina, you know how short
yeah,
she is.
yeah.
She dated a guy that was like 6'6".
I thought you was finna say she could date the guy that was shorter than her.
No. She dated a guy that was like 6'6". And it would be like
Yeah,
because I don't think she might be 5 feet exactly.
yeah,
But yeah, I never thought about it. I've always been the shortest person in the room when it comes to my family,
yeah,
which I don't make sense in the scope of my family.
yeah.
But you know, it is what it is with that.
Hmm.
Um and then I don't know.
You just never crossed your mind.
Yeah, no, it never crossed my mind. Like I
It's
never had guys that were shorter than me
yeah,
approach me.
yeah.
So it wasn't ever a thing.
Now I remember like being held up, having to be held up in the club to get a dance because the girl was so tall and her booty was hitting me in my chest. I was like, this is not comfortable because if she farted,
I mean, she need to get low.
she was getting low. I was
What were you dealing with, Amazon?
yes, yes.
Now I want to know who it was.
I don't remember her name, but all I remember is, bro, hold me up, hold me up.
No.
I'm sitting up here like this.
And you still had booty right here?
And booty all right here.
That's awful.
Booty all in your chest.
That's awful.
That's all in your chest, man. But we had a good time.
Okay.
We had a good time.
She was throwing it back.
She was throwing it back and my chest was catching it.
No, never happened to me.
Definitely happened to me, man. It's funny, man. But
If you had said in your stomach,
no, no, in
but
my
in your
chest. Nipples to
nope,
butt.
nope, nope, mm-mm,
Nipples to butt.
nope.
But no, man, it's funny because like seeing that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about my height, man. I'm 5'6.5", so I'm not short compared to High Vibe.
Please say the half.
Right. Please. So like it's like it's never bothered me, but it's always been an interesting topic because it's a thing of like Angel Reese, like her preference is a person that's taller than 6'7". There's no way for her to like really measure that unless you've been awkward and take out a tape measure.
Well, I
But
mean, if I'm 6'3" and I look at you, I can visually gauge that you need to be this much taller than me if that's what I want.
but I'm just saying, let's be real, right?
Mhm.
Like once you get to a certain height, like let's say 6'4", we're
Mhm.
gonna look at all NBA players, and the first thing we're gonna say is, "Damn, he tall."
Only person I've ever said that about is Shaq. No, I take it back. Two. Shaq and Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah.
Those are
Well,
only two players that I've met quite a few NBA players,
yeah.
but those are only two that I've met and been
Well,
like,
think about it
dang,
like this. Think
how
about
tall is Dominique?
tall as hell. Think about it like this. All the NBA, majority of the NBA players, average height is your stepbrother's height.
Mm-hmm. He's 6'8". And I think it was the way that Dominique walked in the room
Yeah.
that made him seem taller than he was. But I know Shaq is 7 feet
But
tall.
another thing, and man, it's a dude that makes Shaq look short.
And Shaq's presence doesn't make him
Yeah,
seem as
Shaq
big as he is.
is a big guy.
But he, you know what I'm saying? He has like a warm
Yeah,
personality. So it doesn't make him seem as big as he is. But you still, when he walk up on you, like he came in and asked for some peppermints out of a bowl. When he stuck his hand in the bowl, his hand almost absorbed every peppermint in the
yeah.
bowl. And the average person's hand would go in there and take maybe like if they
Appreciate
took a
that,
big
Johnny.
handful, it would have been like maybe 6 or 7 peppermints.
Yeah.
But he stuck his hand in and was like, "Excuse me, Miss Lady, y'all got some more of these?" But it was just like that's
Yeah.
his
Like
warmness
that's the
walking
thing
in.
about tall people. It's like they gonna walk in the room and it gets dark. Because they blocking the light and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's like for short people, it's more of a challenge to do
Mhm.
that. But
Johnny,
when
have you ever dated women taller than you? You can finish your sentence. I just want to
oh but for shorter people, it's like we have
know.
more of a challenge to walk in the room and you feel our presence.
Hmm.
But once a short person does that or is able to do that,
They call that BDE.
right, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to say it is, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's a challenge for a shorter person to do that. But once it's done,
Hmm.
it's done.
Well, I've met shorter men who can, like, their presence is known when they walk
Yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah,
room.
yeah,
Um, I have not. Most saw me as short. So he said he hasn't dated women taller than
yeah.
him.
I have, man.
And
I've
he's
conquered
he's
women.
half an inch
Yeah.
taller than you.
I
I would
like
say that
honestly,
half.
honestly, when I was in college, that was the challenge for me.
Okay.
Was can I talk to a girl that's extremely tall?
Hmm.
What would the conversation be?
I always wondered what was the challenge for guys, because for me, um, most most of my friends whose families had gone to college had a no numbers, no letters rule,
Yeah.
and all of them broke those rules.
What
Obviously,
you? Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah,
um, my family wasn't saying don't talk to no football player, don't talk to no basketball
yeah,
player. They was like, go to school and get an education.
yeah. That's what my folks said.
um, and I don't know that we would have a no numbers, no letters rule for Lily.
I'd be like, man, no babies.
I wouldn't say rule, but you know what I mean.
Use protection. No babies. Okay, that is my rule. I don't care who what you're doing. Just get your education. Go with the plan. No baby. That's why I told TJ.
Yeah, well, we gotta reiterate that to him
Yeah.
annually.
Be like, hey man, I talk to him weekly. Like, yo, what's up? Um,
I'm gonna text me like, you still not answering the phone.
right. That's what he be doing. But
um,
I think what was you saying? I'm sorry.
no, I just going to school. I never thought about the height of the guys that I was dating. Like, I took a lot of classes with football players. And so for me, they became like protectors
Mm,
in that regard. Like, if especially like when the seasons change and start getting dark in the mornings, they would be like, I'm gonna walk with you to class,
yeah.
stuff like that. But none of them ever like tried to talk to me.
Mm,
So it was never a thing
yeah.
of, oh, I gotta get with this tall dude, or I'm trying to talk to this tall dude. I have a largely unapproachable demeanor.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. I
That's
got
funny.
I got a lot of guys that had liquid courage talk to me in
Yeah.
school. So it was just,
Man, it's everything I had to do when
look, that came in all the heights.
it came to talking to a female. Like, cause I was really shy.
Okay.
Unless you got to know me and I
Hmm.
got to let my hair down, I was like
Not let your hair
yeah,
down.
extremely shy because I didn't know how to talk to girls in that way.
Hmm.
Just off the strength of stop and have a conversation with her and get her number
Hmm.
type of deal. But mine was like a slow roast. Like
Hmm.
when you grill, it takes time. Mine took time. But then I realized if I can make you laugh, that prolongs the conversation and I can learn more. The more I learn about you, the easier the conversation can get. And then it starts to become a thing for me. Like, oh, okay, how can I get to know her better?
Hmm.
She's cute. How can I, talk to her a little bit more? This, that, and the third.
Hmm.
And the challenge then became um, she's a tall girl. Could I? You know.
So it wasn't about liking this girl. It was about
No, a lot of
conquering
times, a
a
lot of times
mountain.
it was about I had to have some type of attraction
Hmm.
or something in common,
Hmm.
to even if it was just, hey, I'm gonna just study with her because she knows what she talking about. How can I encourage her?
Study with her.
No, like really. Or you sit up there and be like, man, and I use every tool I had.
What do you
to
mean? Every tool
like
you had.
in college when I would smoke in college.
Mhm.
Like, do she smoke? Do she like what's her interest and stuff like that? Just so I could get what I wanted. And and not all the time I wanted to have sex, but a lot of times it was just a matter of she had something that I wanted. Which one time it was for a book. Like I didn't have the book. And it's like, how do I, talk to her to never had a conversation with this girl, but how do I, you know, so I could at least pass this class by having access to the book.
Mhm.
So there's little things like that I had to figure out. Um, and it's harder because a lot of times short guys are missed in the shakeup of things.
You
It's
feel like you be overlooked?
oh no,
Okay.
absolutely not. I'm overlooked because it's on me to be overlooked. Like I'm under the radar because I want to be,
Mhm.
type of thing. But I'm gonna put myself in a position to where you can't, like, if I'm not there, you miss it,
Mhm.
type of thing, or you realize that I'm not there.
Mhm.
That's one of the reasons why I talk up for myself a lot. One of the reasons why if I see something wrong, I'm gonna
If you
say
see
it.
something, you say something.
Yeah. Um, Having conversations with people, being able to talk about whatever with people,
Mhm.
and being able to respect their opinion about it. Um, Being short has taught me how to do that.
Mhm.
Because it's all in the interest of, can I hold this conversation with a person?
Yeah.
Type of deal. Uh, yeah, man. Where we
So
at?
to bottle that up, you never felt slighted
Nah,
for being short.
nah. I always was curious though how, you know, not you per se, because it's like, yeah, I care, but it's nothing I can do about it.
Mhm.
That's one thing I can't do.
You get your knees done.
Yeah, I
I
think that's stupid.
wonder if that's actually like a real
Like,
thing. You know, it's a joke about it.
no, but it's a guy that had surgery to get like 2 inches.
Yeah, but remember, wasn't it in White Chicks?
I don't know.
I think it was in White Chicks. It was like you get your knees done. Y'all ever seen that Gutter Man Sam High stand up comedy bit?
Nah, I haven't seen that.
Uh-uh.
I'm gonna have to look it up because I like little comedy
Good morning.
stuff. Good morning, ma. She called me
She did. You gotta call her back when you get
twice.
done.
I was like, "What's wrong?" Nah, but I seen a picture of my daddy in high school, and I was like, "Damn, he's short."
How tall is your dad?
My dad's like 5. He was 5'8", I think, 5'7", 5'8".
Was your granddaddy the tallest?
Yeah. And now I'm hoping Quad gets y'all height.
I don't know. He's a little runt.
My athletic ability,
He's a little runt.
we are going pro. You hear me?
Whatever.
Uh, nah, but what was I finna transition? I had a smooth transition and everything
Okay.
to that Diddy thing,
Okay. Well,
but
go
then I don't
ahead.
have anything after that.
Go
So, did
ahead.
you have anything else?
Nah, go ahead. We only got 20 minutes.
We only have 20 minutes, and we're gonna talk about Diddy until y'all bring something else up. So Diddy got arrested this week.
Mm-hmm.
For I think sexual trafficking, sex trafficking, um, baby oil, and drug. Oh, power, using his power to influence people. I'm making this up. It's not like he really went to jail for these things, but it's not called that.
What are the charges?
And I have a few opinions about it.
All right. So, racketeering.
What
Um
is racketeer?
and S trafficking are the two. Racketeering is illegal activities aimed at commercial profit that may be disguised as legitimate business deals.
Oh, I didn't know that part. What
Hmm.
else?
Transportation to engage in acts with S workers and coercing women and others around him to fulfill his desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his
That's
conduct.
the thing I wanted to talk about, because for me, I think there's a lot of talk about this Diddy thing because we've seen proof of the things that they're saying that he, like,
Not the they, it's just Cassie.
no, I'm saying of the acts that he's been charged with. We've heard people talk about it.
Mhm.
We've actually seen proof of him being abusive.
That's what I
And
was talking about. The proof was just the Diddy. I mean the Cassie situation. He was arrested for possession of baby oil with intent to distribute
who has that much baby oil? But anyway,
over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube.
yeah,
I just want to
that's
know
a
how
lot,
many
man.
STDs there were
It had to, it was something floating around.
and how or did people slide by without the incurable ones.
Yeah, the baby oil is the funniest thing in the world.
And there's a guy I went to high school with who said a bottle of baby oil is supposed to last you 3.5 years. What are you doing? I was like, my daughter, I got a bottle of baby oil from my mama when she was born. She is 5.
Yeah,
I still have
yeah,
that bottle of baby oil.
yeah.
What are y'all doing?
He's like, take that, take that, take that.
What
No,
are y'all doing?
but the thing about his power, right? If you think back to making the band, when he told them folks, first off, making the band, period.
Mm-hmm.
Like this man was putting them through stuff that, and again, I'm not in that industry and I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't believe like you gonna make your artist walk across the Brooklyn Bridge or one of them bridges for some cheesecake
Mm-hmm. To juniors. To
to
Brooklyn.
juniors for some cheesecake
Mm-hmm.
in the cold
Mm-hmm.
just for them to get a record deal or just to make music. Like that's a, to me, when I watched it I was like, man, I don't know if I would do that,
I
and I was a
wasn't
child.
I wasn't a diehard making the band fan. Like I watched episodes here and there, but I wasn't like a you gotta tune in every week to see what's going on. I actually ended up in a hotel um with several of them from Day 26 and Danity
Yeah,
Kane. Um
it's a lawsuit from and Danny Kane.
from Don from Danity Kane.
Oh,
They stayed in the same hotel that we stayed in when I was in New York on the journalism trip. And they were filming making the band. So we like are out, when they pan to Times Square, we're outside during this taping. So like people saw us on
yeah,
TV during this
yeah.
episode. But
I thought he threw that cheesecake. I was gonna say he didn't eat it or something like that. I couldn't remember. You know how bad that would piss me off.
I distinctly remember watching episodes and was like, y'all have lost y'all's minds
Mm-hmm.
that y'all are doing this. And then nothing has come of most of their careers.
Yeah, yeah,
You had Willie go and do Love and Hip Hop
yeah.
because he didn't have anything else going on. I mean, they've put out music, but none of them have ever been able to reach the level of stardom
That was
that
promised.
that they that they honestly should have reached given the platforms that they
Yeah,
had.
yeah.
Because there were millennials tuned in every week
Mm-hmm.
just to see y'all in these sing-offs and all
Yeah.
this other stuff that was going on. So honestly and truly, their career should have gone so much further. Don probably has had I guess some people argue that Aubrey has had a big career. But Dawn, because she went from Danity Kane to Diddy Dirty Money, um, has had the biggest career out of all of the making the band people. But we can't lie, like the band wasn't talented.
I think the band was talented, but they had too many directions in it.
No. That's what I'm saying. But those individuals
Yeah,
should have been able to go on and pursue solo
yeah.
careers. And none of that ever happened. And it's like,
Especially for MTV because they was on, what was it, MTV?
mhm,
Yeah, like MTV was employing people from their shows.
mhm,
Like somebody should have made it big just on the strength of MTV.
mhm. Absolutely. But then, like, not just making it big off the strength of MTV, but actually being talented.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like what is being held over their heads that they can't do
Right.
anything,
Right. Right.
that they haven't been able, because you know that there's some coercion going on, that these people weren't able to do anything beyond making the band.
Mm-hmm. Um.
And people that love Day 26 and love Danity Kane be all in on their albums. And I mean, not gonna lie, they were talented,
Mm-hmm.
but it should have been able to go beyond Bad Boy.
Yeah. Um. It's just to speak on the victims part. It's crazy because I haven't read the whole thing, but they got a lot of people that's speaking up,
Hmm.
and I think they said there's a lot of witnesses, but it's only one victim. That
There's only one victim that they're using, and from everything that they have, how it's written out, it sounds like Cassie is the victim.
yeah,
They're just using her lawsuit
yeah.
as
As
the
I got you.
the thing.
Yeah,
Deshauna, I was actually about to mention that Faith is a person that definitely comes to mind, because Faith was married to arguably the biggest artist on Bad Boy, right?
yeah.
Then she got with Stevie J, which was one of the biggest producers
Producers,
on
yeah,
Bad Boy. And Faith has never had any, I'm not going to, I'm distancing myself from Diddy type things
well, you
like
know,
other artists have.
Sean just said something this
Mhm.
past weekend. I love Sean.
Sean went to jail for this man.
I don't. How long was he? He was in jail for a little minute.
It
He
was
came.
like
He came out with one album, which was fire. Went to jail
he did a verse on Kanye's.
from jail.
Yep, from jail on the phone.
Yeah,
How long was Sean? And then he went back
and
to
then got
Belize.
deported,
Yep.
and he released the album.
How long was Sean in jail?
On the telephone, you heard my voice. How long was he in jail?
I don't know.
Uh,
Um, he was in office as the leader of the opposition.
yeah, he's in office now.
um,
He like Sean really came through for Belize, man. Like now to see him
yeah, I definitely want to go to Belize.
now is like amazing. What he was saying was him and Diddy ain't friends
Hmm.
because people was like, well, we seen you guys at different places and stuff. He's like, man, I ain't hanging out with this dude, so I don't really know, what's up. He took me at 18. I guess he was
He
saying,
served almost 9 years.
yeah, right. I knew it was a little minute. Um, he went to he. I guess at the club they was at, it was a shooting.
Hmm.
Sean was like, he ain't have nothing to do with it, but he was, Diddy's lawyers or Diddy was calling witnesses to talk to them about.
Even the person, the woman that got shot, was like, Sean didn't do it.
Yeah,
It was Diddy.
yeah.
And she's been very loud and very vocal, but it can only go so far. Yes. Oh, okay. But yeah, Faith, Kim, Mary,
Who was married?
J. Blige
Oh,
were they're all the beginning artists
yeah,
of Bad
yeah,
Boy. Mary has catapulted to superstardom
yeah,
independent of them. So nobody thinks about her Bad Boy roots.
yeah. I wonder what Mace has to say.
I told y'all.
Because Mace,
He gonna sound like Petey Pablo.
Mace left,
Hmm.
came back, left again, came back. Then it's F Diddy.
Hmm.
You know,
I
this shit
believe
right here
Mace
behind
came
me.
back for some money, which again makes sense.
Look, man, I like Mary J. Blige, but
You know,
she,
this is Erica's girl.
yeah, I know it, but she is not a, Lily.
Lily, go open the door
Go
for your
open the
brother.
door for your brother, man.
Um,
She
but
ain't
no,
she ain't who I choose to, you know.
I am interested to see.
I'd rather hear somebody else sing.
I definitely think that Stevie gonna get caught up in some of this stuff.
Stevie probably ended himself up in jail, man.
That's why I say he gonna get caught up in some of this stuff because Stevie has had enough
Meek Mill.
drug crimes and his exploitations on love and hip hop to
Yeah,
last a
yeah.
lifetime.
Meek Mill gonna like. I don't think Meek Mill is gonna end up with none of this stuff, but I think Meek Mill need to hush.
Hmm. Uh, can you go fix the door?
Yeah.
Um, Mace has done a lot of for lack of better words, gimmicks. Because remember, he also was a pastor. So, um, and the Mace that I met didn't seem pastorally, but that's another story for another day. But agreeing with Deshauna, I don't think that Faith, Kim, Mary, or Farnsworth are going to say anything. I would be interested to see what Lorianne Gibson has to say because he cussed her clean out on TV and she was like, I don't have to take this. I'm going home.
Who
And
is
she
that?
left. The choreographer that was working on
Leave him alone, man.
what's it called? What? The choreographer that was working on what's the name of this show?
The band.
Making the Band.
Oh, I don't
Um,
know.
I mean, we was just talking about it. I just
uh,
had a brain fart. I think Mace was mentored by Creflo Dollar. That was an interesting time.
that
Yeah,
was.
and Creflo and Taffy, they be supposed to be putting out stuff about them. Nothing has stuck, obviously.
Yeah,
Now I was confused because I definitely was not look the 2 days of the news cycle that Diddy and TD Jakes were linked to
yeah.
each other. What happened there?
They let it go.
No, I'm
Like,
saying like what happened that they were linked to each other.
they were seen together.
Um,
I don't think like what people fail to realize when it comes to
no,
preachers
no, no, no.
and stuff like that is, um, you really need to figure out what the story is. You know, when it comes to them,
Go take this in the kitchen. Stand up.
get down first and take that in the kitchen.
Thank you.
When it comes to like knowing it, like hearing their story or seeing them with the people, because something was tweeted out about Kamala Harris
Mm-hmm.
this
Oh yeah,
week.
you said that they posted a picture of Diddy. Trump's campaign posted a picture of Diddy and Kamala.
No, it wasn't Trump's campaign that posted. Somebody had tweeted
Mm-hmm.
this picture with Diddy and Kamala, saying that she was went to his freak offs and all this and all that, and Trump retweeted it.
Mm-hmm.
The issue with that is they you can obviously see that they was just at a party together.
Mm-hmm.
Because a person goes to the same party of another person doesn't mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
but the fact that they called these things
Yeah, we
freak
definitely
offs,
gonna end up exactly at the 1 hour
yeah,
mark.
oh yeah, oh yeah. The fact that they call these joints freak offs,
Like they couldn't have a more clever name for it.
no, they couldn't. And it's a tape, a video of Diddy explaining like what they did at a freak off.
Trump has a lot of pictures with Diddy.
He definitely does. It was something else. Oh, Boosie came out and said, Lil Boosie came out and said something about, and I think Faison Love said something too in the same manner. But Boosie was saying, when has it been illegal to basically be a freaky person?
It's not the freaky person
Right.
aspect of it that's
But
illegal.
but where Boosie is thinking about it from is a point of like, just think about like celebrities doing things because of their celebrity
I just
status.
struggle to not say celebrity houses at night.
It happens sometimes, but it's like the struggle of, or not the struggle, but the them being who they are and doing what they. Yes, Boosie needs to be extra quiet because he was telling people Show me you did it for $1,000.
No, he also has set up prostitution for his son.
Yeah,
Or not prostitution, molestation for his son.
yeah.
So
But he
he
don't
really
look at
needs to be
he
quiet.
doesn't look at it that way, and that's the
In the
thing.
eyes of the law,
Yeah,
molestation. It don't matter how Boosie looks at
right, right, right.
it.
But it's also like, man, you sit there and you think about the actual thing that they're saying Diddy is charged with, and you're like, if other people are doing this, you need to be quiet
Mhm.
because their day is coming too.
Yep.
And somebody said earlier, Diddy is the Epstein of the rap game.
Mhm.
I was like, man, I'm just curious to see who else is going down. And I'm like, please don't let it be Jay-Z.
Well, they've said that there's a lot of talk
I know,
surrounding it being
I
him
know,
being a major player.
I know, because y'all gonna hate me because I'm gonna be like, man, I'm gonna still have to listen to Jay-Z music, man.
I was, I think
R.
I mentioned.
Kelly was R. Kelly. I can't listen to R. Kelly music. I don't care how great he is, and I know I don't forgot who it was in here that still be bumping R. Kelly. And no judgment. I ain't gonna judge you at all because you like what you like. But personally, I had to eliminate him from coming up in my music.
I have to.
Um,
Somebody that I follow was like, you have to figure out where you draw the line. Like, you take out the bad boy, like all of the Diddy stuff from your playlist. Does that mean that you like have to eliminate Jodeci? Do you have to eliminate early Faith
right,
Evans?
right.
Like, what do you have to eliminate? I was like, I draw the line that unless uh Casey JoJo. Actually, I heard that Devontae used to act crazy with people, but nothing has come out about that.
I know they're not innocent, man, but it's like
Where do you draw the line at the innocence?
I don't know, man. It's for me, and I know this is, in my opinion, Tommy T. For me,
Mhm.
it's gonna be hard for me to stop listening to Jay Z albums.
I think it depends on what the crime is.
I
It's kind of like people in Chris Brown.
Yeah,
There are some people that are like, nope, not doing anything with Chris Brown in it, and there are people that are still like, nah, I still mess with Chris Brown.
and to me, right, and
Hmm.
to me, Chris Brown is by far one of the most talented artists that we have. I put him up there with Jamie Foxx,
He got to get off them drugs, man.
even on drugs.
But I'm saying he got to get off them drugs,
Like
man,
even
because
on
he
drugs.
looks like drugs
He
now.
looks like drugs, but even on drugs, this man is 90% more talented than majority of the artists
Oh
out
no,
there.
absolutely. I'm not going to argue that. Just want him to get
Yeah,
off drugs.
yeah,
What they're trying to say, the whole thing has the potential to get real ugly and change the music industry permanently. It's going to be a wild ride.
yeah,
It
yeah.
really is going to be interesting to
Lily,
watch
I
and
need you to
see
sit
it
down, baby.
unfold.
You hear me?
Um, I know that Diddy was pleading to be out of custody, like he was offering up his kids'
He
passports.
offered up everything he could. I'm gonna give you 50 million. The fact that this man is like, I'm gonna give you 50 million. I'm gonna give you my passport. I'm gonna give you my kid's passport. I'm gonna give you this house that I got over here. You can see where I'm at all times. Have security on me.
Mhm.
What else do y'all want? You can have a breathalyzer for me. Whatever you want, man. I just don't want to be in jail.
I am interested to see this tell
Yeah,
all
you can sit over
memoir
there and
that
drink
Kim Porter was writing before her death has
it.
now apparently come out today as well. Or
No
not come
Diddy.
out today, but it's resurfaced
Yeah,
that it's a thing.
yeah. The
And
Kim Porter thing.
yeah, it was a book that she had started writing. Like,
Yeah,
I think it's only like 60 pages, so like none of the like full details were flushed out. It was just
that's what it was. His private plane. The
he
fact
trying to
that this,
sell his private plane
the,
and he trying to sell a house for like 70 million.
yeah, he just paid, and his
Mm.
kids. Imagine what his kid. Where did she go? Imagine what his kids got to go through just because of this, because they've been raised in this privilege
Mm-hmm.
life, and now their life is finna be turned upside down because of certain things their dad did.
Yep.
You're such a big kid. Go ahead. Oh, um, you gotta work on your learning today too, buddy. All right. You got to work on your
Uh,
splash learning today too. Okay, go ahead. Come back and get your juice. Um, but yeah, man, and kids finna have to go through a lot. Um, didn't he just have a baby
there's a
like a
girl
few
that's like
years
2 years old, I
few
think.
years ago? But
I think he
it's
named her Love.
yeah, but it's just seeing it, hearing it, and it's believable. The curiosity in the whole thing is who else is gonna go down with it for me,
he gonna
right?
miss, he's gonna miss her second birthday because it's next month.
Yeah, he definitely missing that because they said no bail, and they got a point. It's hard to give this dude bail because one, he can afford it.
Mhm,
Two, he is a flight risk.
mhm,
Three, he is a danger because he's tried to call witnesses to get them on his side
mhm,
in this case.
mhm.
And
The
so it's
other third of Dirty Money, Kalina, said that he's called her 54 times
right,
in like 48 hours.
right. Like so it's like all of those things added up. Yeah, you probably shouldn't get out of
I
jail.
wonder if they're gonna get him on the petty charges too, because they said it was cocaine in his hotel room.
Oh yeah.
So are we gonna get some possession charges in there
I
too?
honestly, man, honestly, if I knew that it was a slam dunk for all these other charges, uh, I would just be like, whatever.
All right, pile them on.
Because this man ain't getting out of jail, man.
Might as
This man
well.
is not
Look,
getting
not
out of
might as
jail.
well, might as well.
This man is not getting out of jail. Now, the thing I do feel like is unfair if same cases happen and
Hmm.
same everything. The only difference is that this is a black man versus a white man, and the white man got out.
Hmm.
Um, I think that needs to be looked at too. I don't know if it's an instance where
I don't.
same scenario,
I'm gonna
but
say you have to have apples for apples,
yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
that's the
saying.
hard thing. Like I'm waiting on the and Diddy was trying to buy NBC because that's
Yeah,
the
that's coming
thing
too.
that's
That's coming.
always
Like
coming.
the conspiracy theory is Diddy was trying to buy something,
And they
and
trying to get him down.
they getting them back. But then we're like forgetting about like these charges are real. We saw it.
that that song with Keisha Cole,
Uh-huh.
there was what's that song called? Last Night.
Last night.
At the ending of the song, I want you to read the lyrics of what Diddy was saying at the phone. I'm like saying at the end of the song. Like it's not in this. You have to
Oh,
listen to it.
oh,
But I was like, y'all really let this on the radio?
yeah. Like nobody was paying attention because Diddy can't rap.
That's true.
That has nothing to do with anything. He can't rap, but he put out like 2 or 3 albums.
I
But
mean, you
nobody
can put
listened
out two
to
or
him.
three albums on your own label.
Yeah. If I had a label, I'd come out with an album every year. In the beginning, Master P actually could not rap.
Neither
Have
could
you ever went back and listened to the stuff that Master
neither
P was
could
rapping
Silk,
about?
but
Silk couldn't rap at all.
he couldn't rap on beat.
And he did
Couldn't
that on
fight him.
purpose. I'm like, how talented you gotta be to rap consistently off beat
But he had enough people surrounding him who could. I'm talking about Master P, who could
was better.
rap, who could, and I mean, also
Cause the
it don't hurt that the beats were good.
yeah,
What was the group
beats
called?
by the
Yeah,
pound.
I'm gonna say the producers were producing,
Yeah, yeah,
and so make it work.
yeah,
What they had working for them was it was a family working towards a common goal.
yeah, yeah. That dude put his family on. All I'm saying is we need to look at what Master P did. We need to look at you can look at Cash Money, but I think Master P and No Limit were bigger in the respect of coming from nothing and building from getting it out the mud
Hmm.
and bringing your family along too.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know how I got there from Diddy, but
Hmm.
I mean Diddy did essentially the same thing, but it's like
He didn't get his family out though.
nah, he didn't. But it's like his is tainted now And that's the thing too. Um, his whole history of the greatness that he put out. Because I
Mhm.
mean, like, let's be real, man. Did he put out some good stuff?
Mhm.
Some solid uh artists, some solid groups, some solid songs.
Mhm.
Um, but I don't think it loses its traction like R. Kelly's did,
Uh-huh.
but it definitely loses its traction. I know some of his songs have been taken off of some streaming apps.
I wasn't listening to Diddy's music.
Yeah, I wouldn't either,
Like not
especially
his
at this
music.
point.
You know what I'm saying? Not his
Not his
music.
music or not even the music that he produced, except the Biggie stuff.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I still be listening to
Because
Jodeci.
he produced Jodeci.
He was the EP.
Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, I mean, like certain things, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying. But I don't think his artistry or the things that he touched will be eliminated like R. Kelly's was.
Mhm.
But I also think that has something to do with the fact that Diddy was not the actual artist,
Mhm.
you know, upfront artist. He was
Mhm.
behind the scenes more so. So um I'm curious to see what the outcome gonna be with this one. I'm really curious to see who's gonna be involved. Who else has to say something? Because those interviews with those people, they can't talk to the public because if they do, thank you. You put that in the sink. Because if they do, you know, the question is gonna come up about Diddy because we know that they were together.
Mhm.
You know, so I don't know
Kalina has one of four kids. She's trying to
who's
get them
Kalina.
back. Maybe the read she made this statement with Diddy calling. Kalina is the other half of Diddy Dirty Money.
Oh,
It was
oh,
Kalina,
done.
Don, and Diddy.
Okay.
And if
She got a
I'm
kid by him.
no, she's saying Kalina doesn't have custody of all of her children.
Oh, oh, okay.
You
I was like, what? She got a kid by him too?
see how you be just
This man got how many kids? Oh, random fact. And I'm done with the Diddy stuff. But random fact, man. We talk about Cam Newton. A few weeks ago, we talked about Cam Newton and Nick Cannon having a lot of kids
Mhm,
and a lot of baby mamas.
mhm.
I found out this week Frankie Muniz um pullout game is completely weak and he does not need to jump in. No, he don't need to be in the pool no more. Frankie Muniz, if you don't know, it's the guy from Malcolm in the Middle. He was actually Malcolm. Malcolm is a straight shooter. He has 17 kids and 13 baby mamas.
He's oh my god, only 38.
Right. Right.
She put out a request for legal help before Don's lawsuit. Mm.
Yeah. Man, but man, just hearing that, man, I was like, good God, man.
That's interesting. I
What?
didn't know anything about the thing trying to get her kids back.
Yeah, I didn't
I
either.
didn't know she didn't have custody of her kids, but again, I don't follow. I never was a Diddy Dirty. Don't do that. I wasn't a Diddy Dirty Money fan. The only song I know is that what's the song? Hello, good morning. How that song go? I
I
mean,
don't
what's the
know.
name of that song?
I don't know.
Coming home. No, it's called Hello, good morning.
I want to make this actually.
Okay. 17 kids with Malcolm. That's diabolical. No,
Dog
I don't know. First off, you know that these kids, he said, would you say 13
is
mamas?
13 baby mamas. Eddie Murphy got 10 and 8.
That's too many. First off, I don't want that many kids in my house at any given time for anything. Not a birthday party, not because it's a random summer day. That's just a lot of people to deal with. And then you couple that with all this other stuff. I ain't got time for it. My nerves bad. My nerves are bad.
I'm trying to. Somebody was like, just the fact that Frankie Muniz, like looking at this reel, I was like, oh my God, this is a lot.
Hmm.
But then just to hear Malcolm in the Middle, like we all watched Malcolm in the Middle, or at least seen,
Hmm.
has 17 kids at the age of 38 now in different countries.
I
Um,
ain't seeing these kids.
with 13 baby mamas.
My two is a
I
lot
was I was
on
like,
a lot of
good
days.
God, but you do what you gotta do.
Anywho, we're 10 minutes over.
Yeah, we
I got
finna get
things
out
to
of here. She got
do.
stuff to do. I'm finna clean up and rearrange the house.
Oh,
Uh
you're rearranging today?
yeah, you told me to see what it looks like, so I was just gonna clean up and show you what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
And hopefully the kids let me do that.
Okay, we'll fix it. Lily went to the book fair at
Man,
school yesterday. Tommy put $20 in her e-wallet. She came home with one book.
and a pen.
This
Don't was that a
microphone.
pen or a pencil?
It's a pen.
It's a pen.
Uh-huh.
It's a
It's
kitty cat pen for the Scholastic. What is it called? We
the
had it in
Scholastic
school.
Book Fair.
Yeah, the Scholastic Book Fair. Let in mind, I had never bought a book from the Scholastic Book Fair.
Me
We
neither, I
seen
don't
it.
think.
They gave us the little pamphlet. I always threw that away.
It's this one. Is it a pen? Yes, a pen.
Yeah. Uh,
This pen was $2.
but me being the dad that I am,
Okay.
like I give her some
Oh, it
money to
has a
go get a
wand
book.
with it. Oh,
I
okay.
don't know about a wine. I give her some money so she could do it. Oh, that's cool. Pennsylvania has
Finish
officially
your sentence because I gotta go.
uh give her some money so she could do that, participate in it. And she come back with one book and a pen, and it's $2
And
left
a
on there.
microphone that she has been singing her heart out.
Yeah, I wouldn't put my mouth on that if I was you.
I blew. Uh, uh, uh. I don't know how this thing works.
Man, but that thing, I was like, you couldn't get two books? Like,
I
how much did these books cost?
Tommy was like, that book cost $18. Tommy was like, how much
Did
should I
you read
give
it
her?
yesterday?
No, I was like, $20 would be sufficient. She can get a couple of books. Cause I saw we've been reading the Good Egg series. So I was like, they got good egg books for $5. Go on, go get some good egg books. She was like, okay. And then she come home with no good egg books, but Gabby Dollhouse book, microphone, and pen.
Hey, Lily, we're gonna start working on flag football.
Anyways.
That's our ticket. Huh?
uh okay, this is the
Mo.
microphone and what it sounds like.
Okay, go read your words
Anyways,
off the thing.
inflation, inflation. You know the teacher's pushing to the kids. Oh, I know, because her teacher has
That's
sent
the
us a
only reason.
message.
It was like 6:30 in the morning.
Her teacher has sent us a message like 3 days, 3 or 4 days over the last 2 weeks, saying don't forget to add money to the kids'
Right,
e-wallets.
right.
And then yesterday she was like, don't forget, today's the last day. I'm taking our class tomorrow.
Look, everything lined up perfectly for when she sent that message yesterday. I had got paid.
Uh-huh.
I was going through my bills to pay.
Mm-hmm.
And then that message come in. I look
Get you
at it.
out.
Oh, let me put some money on here.
What word is that?
And then completely disappointed when Lily got off the bus yesterday and showed me that book. Because the book does not read to her.
It doesn't.
It ain't that book that you push the button and it it says bad. It's none of that.
I want to know how I'm gonna get my change back. Well, your change back, but still my change
I
back.
ain't even concerned with the change because I'm like,
Does this go to the next year's
it
e-wallet?
got that e-wallet better stay,
It better stay active.
right.
And I need to be able to transfer it to another kid.
Man, next time I'm gonna put $15 on there and be like, good luck. Good luck. And that's gonna be in 4 years.
Man. But I should have known she was gonna go in there and lose her mind. Because when we went to Five
What you
Below on
missing?
her birthday, she had $12
Yeah.
and she lost her mind in Five Below. She had $12 cash. I gave her what she needed to finish out her purchase, which was like another dollar or two, but lost her mind.
Cousin, I wouldn't know anything about that because I'm telling you, I never got money for the book fair.
I think I bought a book from the book fair maybe one time.
Nope.
I have to ask my mom and see if she
Your
remembers.
mom was like, be glad it was 18 and you gave her 20 because our ticket would have came back and I would have owed money.
They need to let the parents go in with the kids so we can make the decisions.
No, man, that's why they probably be like, I get why have a book fair.
The school benefits from it.
Right.
They inflate the prices, and then the difference the school
Yeah.
gets.
Yeah. But it's like, come on, man. These kids can't even read yet.
We are on sight words,
Right.
and we are struggling.
We are working with sight words
We are
here.
struggling with sight words.
That's too funny, man. But it's the excitement that she had from trying to show me that book. It made it all worth it. It's just, hey, man, you got to show the value a little bit better in what you get, because where you paid for one book, you possibly could have got two books, but you just wanted a microphone.
Lily does that at the library, Miss Tillman. We'll go to the library and she'll be like, I want to get this book. Lily, we own this book. Dolly Parton gave it to us.
Yeah, that's too funny,
We've
man.
read this book before. She's like, I know. Well, we're not checking this book out. And these are free.
Yeah.
So I know she'd do it with a book that she gotta buy.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho,
Crazy.
I gotta
Anyway,
go.
guys, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys coming and having a chat with us about stuff. Um, what is it, Bolo? Be
What
on
is
the
Bolo?
lookout for I feel like Master P when I say this, man. For other videos that we have coming. I've been looking into more DIY projects to do. So those videos, I promise I'm gonna get those
No,
videos
Tommy
out.
finally finished the wedding video
I
that he
finished
was
that
working
wedding
on.
video that I was working on. Got some photos. I need to 2,000 photos. I
Okay.
need to edit. But anyway, guys, get out, do something this weekend, have
Tell him bye
fun.
bye. Bye
It's getting
bye.
cooler. Quad said bye bye.
Tell him see
And
you later. Okay.
yeah, and we out.
All right. Bye,
Peace.
y'all.